Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Did you guys honestly think that after Trump decided to ban transgenderism for the likes of young kids, anyone under the age of 19, I think it is, can't receive what the woke left love to call gender affirming care, which we know it's nothing more than butchery and madness. But did we really think that the radical leftists would just, completely shut up and not say anything about it and not protest, not rant and rave, jump up and down, yell and scream, and act like a fool? Did we really think that was going to happen? Of course, none of us thought that the woke dingbats wouldn't act exactly what they are, woke dingbats. So recently, because of Trump's executive order banning the likes of transgenderism for anyone under the age of 19 years old, I love how he put 19 and not 18. So just add another year. And every state has to follow through with this executive order. They can't just go, no, just because the president said it's an executive order, we've got to, including all of the woke states. And one of those woke states that loves butchering young kids is New York City. If you don't already know, New York City is home to many, many hospitals that provide gender affirming care to the likes of young kids. They love sterilizing kids, as it would seem. But because of Trump's order saying no more, you have NYC Hospital, and you have, because of Trump's executive order, you have NYC Hospital, as many others, that are canceling appointments left, right, and center. And that has angered many of the woke dingbats in New York City, including the likes of Cynthia Nixon. I have no idea who the hell Cynthia Nixon is, but apparently she's a actress of sorts. And, well, she gets up and she decides to yell and scream, rant and rave about how she is the mother of she's a mother of a proud trans man, meaning she's got a biological daughter that thinks that she's a dude. So that's going on, ladies and gentlemen. But it doesn't stop there, because there are you're just going to have to watch it for yourself. Now, I'm not going to include the 3 minutes that she spoke for because it's just her ranting and raving. I'll just include about a minute and a half. That's all you need to see from her speech, okay? Have a watch.
Most importantly, I am here today as the mother of a proud trans man. I am here today as the aunt of a proud trans man. My best friend's kid is trans, and my kid's best friend is trans. My wife and I, our lives are filled with the most amazing, beautiful, brave, trans people, young and old, but especially young. My trans kid had his top surgery at NYU a number of years ago. His doctors were fantastic. His surgeon was the best we could have imagined. And the idea that the city is filled with young people who thought they had a place to go where they could receive the highest care, and that place has now been shut to them, sickens me to my core.
Right. First and foremost, what are the chances, what are the odds that you yourself have actually a trans child? I'll tell you the odds, 0. In fact, it's not just 0, it is negative 0.00000, meaning there is no such thing as a trans child. Secondly, what are the chances that you have a niece that is a trans man? 0. Once again, in the negatives as well. What are the chances that you have your family friend's son or daughter that claims to be trans, and that person's friend is apparently trans too. See, there is no chance whatsoever. And this person is going, well, Cynthia, I should say her name, just so we can name and shame her quite clearly. She's going, our lives are full of trans people, both young and old, but especially young. See, it's not about old transgender people, I'll have you know, or those that claim they're something they're actually not. We don't care about anyone that's old because we know that they can get treatment that they want because they're adults and they can somehow make their own decision. Doesn't make their decision right, but it means that they're an adult and they can make the decision. However, notice how so many leftist activists are outraged that kids can't be sterilized. Kids can't get access to this gender-affirming care nonsense. That to me is rather interesting. Why are you so outraged that you can't sterilize kids? Oh, because you know why? I can no longer be proud that I've got a trans child anymore. Guess what, Cynthia Nixon? You never had one to begin with. You as a woman should know you birthed a girl, not a man, a girl. And what you're doing is fulfilling this lie and pushing it onto your daughter. You should not be lying to your daughter. That is absurd. And then you get up there and then you start ranting and raving and saying that we must protect trans youth or trans kids. And you're proud to be protecting them. And you're proud to be speaking at the protest. You're insane. You know that? Utterly insane. More than that, how dare you? How dare you try and say that it's okay to sterilize kids because of your so-called leftist agenda? That is despicable. It is disgusting. And you should be, once again, shamed for what you're doing. What you're doing is not right. What you're doing is pure and downright evil, and it should be called as such. Trump didn't make a mistake when he banned transgenderism. He didn't. What he did was the right thing. What Biden was trying to do and what Kamala Harris was trying to do was ruin the lives of thousands of young kids. And you've got to ask yourself the question, right? Ask it plainly and clearly. Why is the rate of young people choosing to identify as something they're actually not, why is that rate suddenly increasing to astronomical levels? It doesn't make any sense. How can 1 minute you be a regular, ordinary child of a either male or female sex, and then all of a sudden, the rate of girls especially are choosing to identify as boys? How can you look at that from a logical standpoint and say, oh, that makes sense? Oh, that's right. That's what's going on. None of it makes any sense. There shouldn't be this drastic increase in something that doesn't actually exist in the first place. What it is and what's being spread is the lie. Just exactly what this woman is doing. She's lying. And her activism is on full display. But get this, Cynthia Nixon, it's not going to work out in your favor. You lost. New York hospitals have been told no more. Or they can end up in a world of hurt. When the president of the United States says enough is enough, it's enough. He makes the call, not the doctors. If he's created an executive order to all 50 states banning transgenderism and gender-affirming care, puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, everything of the sort, everything that involves destroying the lives of healthy young kids, there's no way you can get around that except if you do it illegally. And if you're doing it illegally, guaranteed Trump's going to find out. And if he finds out, it's not going to be good. So I think New York City, as woke as it actually is starting to realize that, yeah, it's not good. We should probably do the right thing if we want to stay in business. There's only so long people can go doing the wrong thing before they get caught. Only so far. Anyway, that's enough from me. But you guys take care. Be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.